And we're getting you breaking news. This is a fresh development in connection with the gold from the Dwarapalaka idols that were missing from the Sabarimala temple, and this is the gold that has been found. Now, this has been recovered from the house of the relative of one of the sponsor. The sponsor was Unnikrishnan Potti. The Vigilance Department now, after this finding, will be submitting a report to the Kerala High Court. There were irregularities that came to light recently after, there were allegations that gold plating cover was in fact taken to Chennai for carrying out repair works, allegedly by flouting all procedures. The Kerala High Court subsequently found that the weight of the gold-plated copper cover came down by about more than 4 kgs after it was taken to Chennai for gold plating in the year 2019. Now, this is a big development in the case. My colleague Arpita is joining us on this broadcast. Arpita, the latest development says that after the Kerala High Court had ordered a probe in this case, after there were allegations of irregularities, now the gold has been found. These plates that went missing, they have been found. What more do we know about the person from whom this has been now recovered?
Well, so the court initially had found out that about 4.5 kgs of gold was missing from Dwarapalaka gold idol. So the court had ordered Travancore Devasam Board Vigilance Department to carry out an investigation, after which now they have found that the pedestal, gold pedestal, has been found from sponsor Unnikrishnan Potti's relative's house. Now, this comes amid in 2019. This Unnikrishnan had sponsored gold plating idols to Sabarimala shrine, and later he had suggested, in fact, he had said that he had given an extra pedestal which was missing, and then the investigation went on. That is when the court also found out that about 4.5 kgs of gold was missing. Later in this investigation, now the Vigilance Department has found out that this Unnikrishnan Potti, who claimed that the gold was missing, the gold plate has been found from his house itself, in fact his relative's house itself. What the Devasam Board President and Minister is saying is that they suspect conspiracy because they tried to put the blame on the Devasam Board. The sponsor had tried to put the blame on the Devasam Board, but now with this gold plating being found from his relative's house, he suspects, the Devasam Board suspect that this is all part of a conspiracy. In fact, Devasam President also said that...
Arpita, what was the kind of conspiracy that the board was indicating? Now that there has been a recovery made from one of the relatives of the sponsor itself, does the conspiracy charge fall flat?
So what the Devasam Board was saying is that all these allegations and all of the court order came just ahead of Ayyappa Sangamam, Global Ayyappa Sangamam, that the Devasam Board along with Kerala government was hosting. So the Devasam Board is claiming that they wanted to destroy the glory of the Ayyappa Sangamam. That was the conspiracy that the Devasam Board is saying, because of which this sponsor was claiming all of this, and the Devasam Minister and President is saying that he had kept this gold with him, but because he wanted to tarnish Devasam Board's image, he had done all of these allegations.
I want you to stay with us, Arpita. We have Mr. Rahul Ishwar also joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Ishwar, there's a fresh update in the entire controversy surrounding the gold from the Dwarapalaka idols that had gone missing. A probe was ordered, and now it has been found that these gold-clad copper plates have been recovered from the house of the relative of the sponsor. How do you react to this development?
These are all sad developments for a devotee, because this is not merely gold. This is artifact. This is cultural, spiritual treasure, which is having ritualistic significance, or what we call in our language, Achara Anushtana significance. It's very unfortunate that the gold is being taken care, or lack of taken care, and being very careless with it. I hope Devasam Board will rethink. Devasam board has the ultimate onus, and the buck stops at the Devasam board. They should definitely be more responsible for this, and I hope more process and procedure will be put in place, whether it is temple, church or mosque. The sacred artifacts or the sacred relics which are associated with the temple, church or mosque should be taken extreme care, and I hope there will be a comprehensive investigation. Honorable High Court has come down heavily on the leftist Devasam board today, saying that Devasam officials' role should also be investigated.
Okay.
So yes, a comprehensive investigation should be underway, and such sacred relics should be taken care, because it's a part of heritage, history and our culture.
Mr. Ishwar, the Devasam board earlier had claimed conspiracy with regards to this particular case. Now that a probe was ordered, the High Court had taken note, scathing observations were made, and now with the very recovery of the gold from the Dwarapalaka idols that had gone missing, do you think all the claims that were made by the Devasam board, they stand, they stand crushed?
No, see, the point is Devasam board should have a proper track of where it is. Devasam board are claiming that they are not in know-how of it. How can that be possible? Because Devasam board is being constituted just to administer and rule the temple, and Devasam board should have shown more responsibility. If anything wrong happens, that is on the Devasam board, because the temple trust is ruling the entire thing.
Okay.
No other person can take responsibility of it.
Right.
I hope after High Court's strict censure, they will take things more seriously.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rahul Ishwar, for joining us on this broadcast. Senior journalist R. Rajagopalan is also with us. Mr. Rajagopalan, I would want you to explain to our audiences who are watching from across cities, from, say, Delhi, from Mumbai, explain to them why this controversy is such a huge controversy. What does this mean? One, there were allegations of gold chori in the Sabarimala temple. Now, after the High Court stepped in, the gold-clad copper plates have been found. What does this largely mean?
It means that Hindu temples' funds are being looted either by the Marxist Communist Party or the non-believers of God, atheists like that. In general, South Indian temples, where the hundi is kept, where the trust is kept, where the gold ornaments are kept, they do not have a standard protocol system for protection of those valuable idols, valuable jewels, valuable contributions, offerings by the devotees to the temple. So therefore, the Kerala High Court has come very heavily on them. Now it is also an election year. It is a political issue. Therefore, CPM, Marxist Communist Party, which is little deviating from appeasement of minorities, going towards the Hindutva side, that is what Congress accusations are. Sabarimala means the temple, even on the Sabarimala, when the woman with a menstrual cycle cannot enter the temple after the Supreme Court, the CPM also agreed to that. So these are all certain 1, 2, 3 points joined. If you add everything, it becomes political, and the South Indian Hindu temples are being looted. That is not the case with any other religion, mosque or for that matter churches. That is why even I would like to connect the Kerala High Court's judgment is a welcome one. The devotees will have now true offerings from them for their wishes to the God will also be translated into prayers.
Mr. Rajagopalan, you're making a larger point about how the offerings by devotees, because this is about faith, and this is also a betrayal of the faith of devotees. In such cases, especially in light of the controversy that took place in the Sabarimala temple, what should be the way forward? What should be the larger template?
Larger template, I would like to say, the government of Kerala should come out of this type of things and ensure there is a protection of the temple. Committee should be formed by the devotees, by the the followers of that particular sect. They should form a committee of from 11 members or 21 members. Therefore, the gold chori will not be happening again and again. High time that devotees take more interest in keeping the ornaments, jewels of precious metals in a safe custody. That is what the larger point that comes to. But again, I am telling you, it's a political issue, madam.
All right.
Because the election is coming, they are wanting to whip up the feelings.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Raja. Rajagopalan, for joining us and putting that story into a larger context. So now there is a twist in the entire controversy. This matter started in the year 2019. I want to draw your attention to what exactly happened, and we'll break it down graphically. So the year was 2019 when the allegations of gold chori had first taken place. Now, what happened in the year 2019 was that when the gold-clad copper plates were removed, the weight was about 42.8 kgs. Now, when these plates were then produced before a company, it was then found out that the weight came down to 38.26 kgs, and that is when it was found out that yes, something wrong has taken place, or the fact that the copper plates that were clad with gold that were possibly removed, and then the shortfall was about 4.54 kgs, as you can see that we've explained to you on your screens. And now the Kerala High Court ordered a probe, and now the gold has been recovered from one of the relatives of the sponsor itself. Going back to Arpita. Arpita, you saw the commentary, the larger commentary around this entire controversy. Like senior journalist R. Rajagopalan said, that this issue is political because this also comes, ahead of election season in the state. Now, tell us about how the politics might play out in the state over the fresh development with regards to the Sabarimala temple row.
Well, ahead of elections, when the government and the Devasam board together decided to hold Ayyappa Sangamam, Global Ayyappa Sangamam, controversy had erupted back then, saying BJP and Congress hitting out at the government, saying that LDF government, which is an atheist government, BJP had mentioned this, that LDF government, Pinarayi government is an atheist government, and how is it that before elections they have planned to hold this Ayyappa Sangamam? So they have been questioning this time and again, and with all of these allegations and Devasam board saying that they weren't aware of what happened is a big question, because it is the Devasam board who is responsible, who is supposed to know about the details, and them again and again claiming that they weren't aware of what happened and the investigation should take place is all politically motivated. So now BJP and Congress is questioning the Devasam board, asking that where is your responsibility? Why were you not aware of the missing gold? In fact, they have time and again hit out at the government and Devasam board, saying that they are part of this gold chori that BJP and Congress is claiming. But with the latest development that one of the gold has been found in one of the sponsors' relatives' house, BJP and Congress is still continuing to say that there seems to be a conspiracy ahead of elections. LDF government is just trying to get the votes of the devotees.
All right. So the claims of conspiracy and political conspiracy are only escalating. Thank you, Arpita, for getting us the latest on that development. So the gold that went missing after a probe was ordered by the Kerala High Court has now been found. And shockingly, it was found from the relative of the sponsor itself. With that, let's shift our focus to the state of Tamil Nadu, because